Guys, good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, and hope this video finds you in good spirits. Just thought I would do a quick preview or overview of my new D'Angelico Premier SS. Just got this a few days ago, and I gotta tell you, I really liked it. I really enjoyed playing it. It's a good guitar, and I'll tell you why. Tell you some of the things I like. I'll give you the specs, tell you some of the things that I don't like, and then we'll take a sound check on it too. So here it is in turquoise, and this is the new D'Angelico Premier SS. All right, let's take a closer look. Okay guys, continuing with the preview of the D'Angelico Premier SS. I keep saying new. This is not a new model. This model has been out for a little while. What I mean by new is new for me. I just got it. But anyway, you have a 1 3/4 inch depth with a 15-inch lower bout, which really makes it comfortable to play. I like the small size. You have HBN 101, 102. Which are Seymour Duncan design humbuckers. You have a three-way switch, and you have the standard two-volume, two-tone controls with numbered knobs for your controls there. You also have the acrylic tortoiseshell pickguard, and it's pretty nice. It's a nice piece of acrylic. It looks good, it feels good with the tortoise shell. It's also bound with the same pinstriping that you'll find around the outside of the guitar. Hope you can see that. It has a double pinstripe all the way around, and it's bound both front and back, so a really nice appointment. It's a 25-inch scale, which is right in between Fender and Gibson. 22 medium frets, and you have the classic style block acrylic markers or inlays, and the neck is a C profile, and the fretboard is Ovanco. I hope I'm saying that correctly, and that's an African hardwood from West Africa. It looks and plays just like ebony, though. It's very rich looking, it's very dark, black looking, and it's warm. I really like it, and I can see where guitar manufacturers, as they're trying to keep the cost down as woods become more and more endangered, this is a good substitution for ebony. So if you see that come up, don't be afraid to take a chance on it. It's a real nice wood. Also, let's see, you have the traditional D'Angelico headstock, and some people like it, some people don't. It's probably, if you're a real modern guy, this headstock of course comes from the early days of D'Angelico archtop guitar making in New York, and the new company has kept with that, which is cool. It's much narrower than the traditional one, and I think it does okay on a modern guitar. You have some Art Deco old school appointments, but you got a modern build, so it all works out. 3 on the side tuners, and I'll tell you about these tuners in another few minutes or so, because these are not the original tuners. These are GraphTech ratio tuners that I changed out, and I'll tell you about that and why I did that later on. Let's see what else information I can give you. I really dig the Stairstep D'Angelico tailpiece. That is keeping tradition alive there with the D'Angelico look, and I think it looks real good. And also the Empire State Building on the truss rod cover, that's cool too. And it all comes together well. I think it looks good. The nut is 1.68 millimeters, I believe, if I'm correct, and it is plastic. which is one of my gripes. I think at this price range it would have been nice if D'Angelico had given you a bone or a GraphTech nut. I mean, you got Harley Benton, you got Squire, you got Mono Price, you got a lot of inexpensive guitars that are being sold with bone and GraphTech nuts. So I think even though it's cut really well, and I did lubricate it, I think that they could step up for a few pennies more and give you a bone or GraphTech nut would have really made it a really complete build. The electronics are import electronics, and they have the dime size alpha pots, but they work really well, and the more I play it, it's one of those guitars where you don't want to come home and say to yourself, well, you know what I mean, I want to change the electronics right away. I need CTS pots, or no, you don't have to do that with this. This works very good, sounds good, they play well, they feel good, the rotation is nice, they come off of the sound and tone precisely as you turn them, so I have no qualms there. So there you have it. That's the D'Angelico Premier SS in turquoise. And now, like I said, I'll conclude real quick. Don't want to make this too long. The things that I really like about this guitar is about everything. I love the feel. The weight is perfect. It has a solid feel to it without being too heavy. Center block, of course, down the center of the semi-hollow. And if you ever had, and I had a couple other guitars, and I don't want to get into name calling, but they were ES335 type guitars. Not only were they uncomfortable under my arm because of the 16-inch, but man, they weighed a ton. This has a solid, perfect weight without being heavy. So I like the aesthetics of the old D'Angelico, the Stairstep tailpiece, the tortoiseshell with the Art Deco pickguard, and of course the Empire State Building truss rod, and of course the D'Angelico. Let me take this tuner off so you can really see the top of this, the D'Angelico headstock. It's really quite elegant, but again, it's a headstock that maybe modern players may not like as much. You either like it or you don't, but I find it nice. It goes with the guitar, and it has a great build. This guitar was flawless. It came to me flawless. It doesn't have a speck. It doesn't have a dot. It doesn't have anything out of place. The finish is beautiful, and I really care for it. But as I said, the two things that I don't like about it, I wish they would give you a little better nut, even though this one works fine and I haven't changed it. And I really didn't like the original tuners, and I'm going to show you those in a minute in another clip and what I did about that. But those are the only two things. The sound is great, the feel is great, the weight is great, the build is great, the humbuckers sound great. It's just a really nice guitar that I think most of us would be happy to own and add to your collection. You get a lot of playing enjoyment out of this. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a couple of clips of how I did the tuners on this guitar, and then we'll come back and check out some sounds. So thanks for staying with me. Check out these clips coming up, and I'll show you how I changed the tuners out real quick and why I changed the tuners out. And you can tell me what you think down in the comment section. One of the things about this guitar is not like I hate thing, but I know it's staying with the traditional D'Angelico look, but I'm not crazy about the imperial tuners. So that's They're very stable. They work well. If you're interested in this guitar and you buy one, you'll find out that they're great. But it has that old D'Angelico Art Deco look, and why they work well, they're just not one of my favorites. Okay guys, we're back after that quick tuner change, and now take a look at what I think is a much better look. As you can see, the GraphTech ratio tuners are now installed, and man, they look great. And now the headstock looks exactly like I would like it to look. Okay, with that being said, you know there's always something going to be not quite, not that anything's wrong with it, but if you look at the back, it has mounting plates. So to fit any type of screw configuration that your guitar may have, which is a really nice feature. But of course they're chrome, if you can see that. If you want black, gold, or the other color, you got to go to GraphTech and buy those. They're extra. They give you the chrome ones free, but if you want colors to match, maybe your headstock or the tuners themselves, you got to order those. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay guys, we're back. Just wanted to show you those quick little clips on how the one thing that I really didn't find that attractive on this guitar were the they used to call them Imperial, but they're not called that anymore. These are Rotomatic Stairstep Art Deco tuning machines that come with the D'Angelico. And they were the one things that I really didn't like. So I did change those out, and I did put on a set of GraphTech ratio tuners, and I think they look a lot better. And as I said in one of those clips, they give you a set of plates. Let's see if I can find those. They give you a set of plates that are meant to be used for mounting almost any type of screw configuration. Aluminum. They're very light, but you can see the color. They're all this aluminum color. And as you saw in the clip, it doesn't look great. Of course, no one's going to see it but the person playing the guitar if you're looking at the back of the headstock. So it's no real big deal. But I did go to, actually I got them off of eBay. I found a dealer and I bought the ones that match the color of the headstock. So this is how it should look with the black plates, with the black tuners. And as you can see, it's they look great. And you can't even tell that they're back there, which is the way that it should be. They look real nice, but just want you to remember, and of course there are many aftermarket tuner machine heads that you could buy that would probably fit this screw configuration. I think they call it a 90-degree mounting screw configuration. So you don't even have to go with a tuner this expensive if you did want to change your mount. But just a quick and friendly reminder that if you do like the GraphTech ratios, make sure when you order them, if you want them to match, if you don't care, okay, no big deal. But if you want the color to match the mounting plate, make sure you order the mounting plate from GraphTech or whoever you get your ratio tuners from, because they are extra. Okay, so I think that's about everything. We're going to close this up real quick. I'm just going to give you a couple of quick sound checks in closing. Hope you guys found some information you can use. I highly recommend this guitar if you're looking for a semi-hollow guitar, if you like jazz or blues or fusion or rock and roll or pop. It doesn't matter. Of course, guitarists know you can play any style of music on any guitars if you can play. And that's the whole, it's not the guitar or the shape of the guitar, it's the player that makes the music. So but it is a nice jazz guitar if you're looking for a thin body jazz guitar to add to your collection. So I hope you guys are staying safe and keeping you and your family safe. And I hope you're in good spirits. And I will talk to you soon. Enjoy your day.